I won't do it. Let us have clarity about what is happening in that part of the world called Europe. The hegemonic power, the most powerful empire in the world, has a rampant and strong enemy to contain in the Pacific. The problem is not to disempower the rest of the world. If the US were to concentrate all its forces near China, it would risk losing Europe. Europe is an elusive eel. Only the UK is faithful, bound hand and foot, because on its own it counts as a two of spades. Here, 3. Go on. All it takes is to loosen the reins a little, and the various European countries will make strategic agreements with China and Russia. It is imperative that Russia remains in Europe's number one enemy. How to do this? Simple. Provoke Russia in all possible and imaginable ways so that it reacts in an unhinged manner, like only a clay colossus like that decayed empire, wounded in its pride, cuckolded and beaten for 30 years. In this way, the whole of democratic, or rather American Europe, is united against the evil, mad, terminal ill. You can use all the worst insults in your vocabulary. Invader of Putin, Ukraine. Ukraine? It is the sacrificial victim of this perfidious game, but it could have been, and perhaps will be, Georgia or Moldavia. It doesn't matter much. The important thing is to bog down Russia and Europe as much as possible in a long war of attrition, more or less waged, and last but not least, to keep the latter in the palm of one's hand from the energy, economic and strategic points of view. That is it. Everyone chooses which side to be on and how actively to participate. Whether to get excited on the wave of indignation for this or that misdeed, massacre, genocide perpetrated by one side or the other. But keep in mind that in this rain of news wins and moves more who has the best press officer. Wars are started to maintain or overturn power. This is always the case. As in earth tremors, some plates press together, and at a certain point they break. Whether they are earthquakes or wars, the result is the same: destruction and grief for all. But try, if you can, not to fall for simple and appealing reasons to make you spend money and energy on a find that is not yours. Or rather, the struggle is ours, of all of us, of the whole humanity. It is the fight against war, against abuse, against unequal rights, against poverty, against ignorance, against a system that sets us all against each other. It is a struggle towards the awareness that each one of us is part of a great living organism, that each one of us is one of the infinite possibilities of expression, a manifestation of the Creator who thus recognizes himself instant by instant for eternity. This is a fairy tale from Indian mythology that I like very much. Let each one take his own path to freedom, that each one learns to put humanity first, and in second place all the various affiliations which characterize you individually, to show you your personal path to follow, but which cannot apply to everyone in the same way, because everyone is a universe. Even in your clan, group of friends, nation, there are criminals and good people, selfish and supportive. In short, in every human group there is good and bad. Then, if you cannot help accusing those who are different of your worst faults, finding pretexts to annihilate them just to feel good, fulfilled, or to maintain a privileged standard of living, you can continue to wage war against each other. I won't do it.